welcome to episode 204 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about what you guys should do if your identity is stolen. So there's quite a few things that you guys need to do, but trust me, it's something that could be simple. It's really about just getting it done. I realize everything like that in life now. We have all the information we need. Like, we just need to get stuff done. So first off, just stay calm. This is something I always tell myself, like, just calm down. I had a fraudulent charge the other day on one of my credit cards, and I was just like, okay, listen, this we gonna do because you're driving right now, and you didn't just make this charge. So what we're gonna do is we just going to freeze the credit card, and then we're going to deal with it when you stop driving. So just make sure you calm down and see exactly what's going on. Like, get all the information before you freak out. Like, did somebody do something? Because it was an Uber charge, honestly. So, like, was this a charge where, are they just running up all your all your cards in Uber? Is this an isolated charge for the Uber? Like, know exactly what's happening. Is it multiple charges? Just assess to see exactly what's going on. Like, just collect all the relevant, like, emails, notifications, everything that you have to do. And next, you want to make sure you place a fraud alert on your credit reports. We talked about that already. Placing a fraud alert, and call Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and you can place a fraud alert that way. And this is initial fraud alert. It's going to last a year. And it can be renewed, but you definitely want to do that. This is going to notify your creditors and let them know that you had some identity theft going on, or possibility. Now, I tell you guys all the time, make sure you have your credit reports frozen. That's just a must. Why have it open if you're not applying for anything? Make sure your credit reports are frozen. That way, no one can just apply for credit cards without you even knowing, or any type of accounts like that. No one can get your credit report but you, because you guys can obtain and view your credit report. So you can request a free copy of your credit reports from annualcreditreport.com. And you can also call all three bureaus and tell them that you want a copy of your credit reports because you believe or you have fraudulent things on your credit reports. Next, you want to actually report the identity theft to the FTC. So you want to actually file an identity theft report. You're going to receive a recovery plan. It's basically a step-by-step plan and guidance on what to do next. And you guys are going to get identity theft affidavit. So make sure you guys print this and keep this for your records. And also, you guys can file a police report. Usually if you guys do the FTC report, that may get you to where you need to go, but maybe you need to file that police report. So contact your local law enforcement, obtain a copy of their police report, and then you can actually give the police the FTC identity theft affidavit. So you can actually give that to them as proof of your identity and evidence that you are actually had identity theft happen. So notify the affected companies, whoever you see that you did have these fraudulent charges with. Make sure you contact them, and when you contact them, make sure you guys, I suggest writing a certified letter and including a copy of the FTC report and the police report. And when you guys do that, usually fraudulent charges, I believe they need to have them off within 5 days of receiving that notice, and they need to stop collecting on whatever account that is. And I told you guys, consider freezing your credit reports. I have to keep saying that because it's necessary. Don't have it open. Like, for what are you doing? Unless you can apply for something, you should not have your credit reports unfrozen. And any passwords, or make sure you guys have certain security measures done. So if you guys have Identity IQ, then Identity IQ can tell you about things that's going on with your credit reports. And if you guys have Aura can also give you these notifications. And sometimes too, like I said, my iPhone will tell me, hey, you have some passwords that need to be changed. It looks like it's been compromised. Make sure you guys do it. Okay, and then monitor your accounts regularly. All of your accounts. I like to look at my bank accounts like daily. I like to look at my credit reports daily. I need to know exactly what's going on, basically, because if something's going on, I want to know right away. I don't want to wait until I actually need to use it, and then I'm losing my mind. And then make sure you correct your credit reports. So you want to send a copy of your FTC report and your police report with a copy of a letter to the credit bureaus to tell them to remove this information and block this information too. And again, don't quote me too hard, but look into the 5 days. I believe they have 5 days to actually do this. And you guys may have like specific identity theft. It may not be just with your credit reports. You guys may have tax identity theft, and if you do, you need to make sure you contact the IRS. If you guys have medical identity theft, then you need to make sure you contact the providers who have these unauthorized charges, and then criminal too. Maybe someone did some bad stuff and you now have a record because they use your name. So just make sure you educate yourself and make sure that you're preventing these things for the future. Let's go ahead and check out the website. Hey, welcome to episode 205 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about the FTC identity theft report. Why is it important? Why should you guys get it if you had identity theft in the past? And where can you actually get it? Like, why, where, and how to actually use it. So the purpose of the identity theft report is basically, just think of it as like a way of saying, yes, this person actually had identity theft before. Just think about it like that. It's a certificate. I think of it like a certificate. It's just a report saying, yes, you have identity theft. And if you guys had identity theft in the past, you're going to need this, especially when you fight collection companies, you find those companies where you probably have a charge off. Whatever you guys had that was affected you, you're going to need this most likely. So definitely check this out. Now, you guys can actually create this on their website. For the FTC, identitytheft.gov, you guys can actually create the report. Now, this report, again, you're going to need this. So definitely go there to create it. And I want to talk about how you can actually use it. So how this can actually help you. So if you guys had identity theft in the past, go ahead and do the FTC report. They're going to come up with a recovery plan, basically a plan on how to recover yourself to get back to where you was before you had the identity theft. And a lot of this is going to be next after you get the FTC report. Go ahead and file a police report. Give them a copy of your FTC report. Send both copies in to the credit bureaus. Let them know which accounts were actually including your identity theft report. And then also you want to send it to each company that had the identity theft. So if you had somebody got a Discover credit card in your name, you want to send it to the credit bureaus, tell them to remove it from they're in on your reports, whichever credit bureau is on. And then also you want to send it to Discover to let them know, hey, listen, you're the one that's furnishing this information. This is included in my identity theft report. This is not my account. This is a fraudulent account. So that's what you guys can do. And again, when you get this report, these companies can't say, I don't think you have identity theft. They're going to have to fight you about it. But usually once you get this report and send it to them, they have 5 days to actually, don't quote me. Let me not say they have 5 days. Double check this. They have a certain amount of days. I believe that it is 5 days to actually remove this account from your credit reports and stop collecting on the account. But just double check on your resources. And again, having this is going to just, I say, cut the BS in a way in terms when it come down to these accounts that's actually identity theft. So what I suggest is you guys go ahead and get the report. And once you get the report, go ahead and file a police report. Send both of these copies in to the credit bureaus and also the account that has that identity theft. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to let me know. Let's actually go ahead and check out my website. Hey, we are at our last episode of Credit 101. Can you believe it's 206 episodes of Credit 101? I'm so excited about all the different things that's coming out for Credit 101. I'm actually going to create so many things to be able to teach people about credit, help them understand what exactly is going on with credit. And I wanted to gear this and have this even for my kids. I do different workbooks for my kids in terms of homeschooling them. And I think that this is something that they definitely need. So my daughter kind of been helping me through this process. I'm not sure she's been kind of reading up on some of the things, but it's going to be a requirement next because somebody is graduating college early and she needs to definitely know about credit. So for those people that actually watch the whole thing through, I hope that you learned a lot. There's going to be a lot of materials available soon that you guys can use in terms of actually having books that you can read, a workbook that you can follow along with, actual sheets. I'm even going to have different worksheets that you can actually fill out, say maybe if you already want to do certain things. So it's going to be a lot coming. So definitely just wait on that. You're going to be seeing that within the next, if you guys are watching this when it comes out, you're going to be seeing it within the next few weeks, if not within the next week. But I'm definitely excited about it. So let's actually finish out this last episode that we have. So we need to understand identity theft products. So I love to talk about Aura. aura.com/Rakita. If you guys use my link down below in the description, then you guys will get a 14-day free trial. And the biggest thing about all these companies is certain things that they actually offer. They do credit monitoring. Some even monitor your bank accounts, like Aura could. Um, some of these accounts, they definitely will give you alerts and notifications, but they have recovery assistance too, in terms of, hey, if you had identity theft, then we're going to actually help you fix your life afterwards. And then they even have an insurance too, I believe, like $1 million coverage, and you got your kids on too. Now, there's basic monitoring when it comes down to these companies. There is basic monitoring, and some actually do more. Like I said, some monitor, some actually recover, some actually have insurance. But sometimes you have to look at that company. You can't just assume that they have it. Now, the things that I did say is something that Aura actually offers. Now, this identity theft insurance, if you go to their website, you'll see more about it. But usually, it's a reimbursement of expenses. So if you have like lost wages, legal fees, just fees, notary fees, and mailing costs, all these different things is a reimbursement of your expenses. And then you have certain limits and deductibles. So if you guys were to have certain policies, you do have you may have like a deductible included. And make sure you guys get one that could actually help you fix your life afterwards. So, okay, I understand y'all gonna, tell me what's going on, but you want to have a company that can help you go through the process. In the last few episodes, we talk about what you guys can do on your own. Now, this is not to prevent identity theft. This is just to help, just in case it occurred. Like if it occurred, that's what this is about. And make sure that you guys is evaluate identity theft protection products and insurance. Like I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you guys are actually looking into the company and seeing exactly what they have. And then make sure you choose the right protection and insurance. Some of the companies already just have like one basic one, but just read the fine print and then see what you are getting yourself into. Now, there is some popular identity theft protection providers. The companies that I like to suggest is aura.com/Rakita. That's the one that really is going to help make sure that they are doing protection of your identity. That's literally what they're there. And then we have Identity IQ. Actually, to me, they're more on credit reports, but they do provide you with an insurance. So I do like them. Now, there is additional tips I want to let you guys know. So make sure you keep monitoring your accounts regularly, and then make sure you practice safe online behavior and just stay informed on exactly what's going on. But this is the end of episode 206. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys in the